gory details.
You want the gory details? Yeah?
I want all the gory details.
Tell her all the gory details, you snake.
Here are the gory details.
Not the gory details.
Gory detail with which you speak.
Call you later with all the gory details.
All right, just give me the gory details.
With all the gory details.
Don't have to recount all the gory details.
They're not wanting to hear the gory details, I guess.
Spare me. Spare me.
Not a lover's quarrel, pal. Spare me!
Spare me the fucking details.
Boy. Sometimes it's harder to get out of my coffin than it is than others. Ooh. Oh, good, I'm lagging. I'm dropping frames. That's so weird. Anyway. Oh, hey. That's me. Let's get gory. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and ghouls, ghosts and goblins. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sean Gory, and I'll spare you the gory details. I'm excited to be here with you all this evening for our Werewolf Wednesday broadcast. We're coming to you live from a very special stream. We're doing a little bit of Halo Infinite, and we're also doing a little bit of a giveaway here. Before I go any further, you might notice that there's this giant blue donation bar and progress tracker for this little thing called Extra Life, where we play games and heal kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals in this absolutely free charity gaming marathon. We play games for an entire day and helps raise funds for sick and injured kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospital of your choice. Speaking of the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, Britain just used their Phantom Points to make me donate to the Extra Life. And I'm going to do that real quick here while it's behind me. Don't even make me move out of the way, because I'm already going to move out of the way, showing you guys a little bit of what is going on here later this evening. Wow, that's hot coffee. Yeah, I was making myself some coffee, and that's why I was stuck in my coffin. Coffee in the coffin. Huh. Coffee coffin? Coffee coffin. Coffin coffee. Do I need to trademark that? The first one finally? Better late than never. Cool, so the Extra Life page is taking forever to load. So while it's doing its thing, we already know about Extra Life. Pumpkin Jack just shared some stuff right here in the chat with us about it, and I've talked about it on the regular and on the screen at all times. But what isn't on the screen at all times and what isn't happening every day is a giveaway, and that's what we're doing here tonight. Let me talk you, show you. I won't tell you. I'll show you. I'll show you what we're doing here today. That's right. We are doing a Halo-inspired free T-shirt giveaway. It's absolutely free. All you have to do to enter is wait until the end of the broadcast where the giveaway is opened. Type ! giveaway to enter. It is free. Subscribers do get a bonus entry, but you do by no means do not have to be a subscriber to win. It just increases your odds. I'm watching you on stream for if that's okay. I'm watching you on stream for now if that's okay. Why would you not? What? How else would you watch someone? I don't understand. I don't understand. Either way, that's what we're giving away today, because we've been spending a lot of time in Halo. We're going to be spending a lot of time in Halo. And we just want to celebrate the end of September, the end of November, and we're moving into December here. And this is just a way to give back. So it's a way to say thank you, and it's a way to just kind of celebrate a little bit. So yeah, let me get my head out of the way and we get right into the gameplay. So the Extra Life page isn't loading. Like, you guys can see there's just this spinny wheel of death up here. Let me try doing it from my phone. Actually, I'm afraid to do that. Brayden, I'm going to reject your points because something's happening and I don't know what it is. I'm going to reject your points and it'll be no penalty to you. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I lost power today. I should have, my internet should be fine. It was good enough to where I could work my day job. Let me do a little speed test here real quick. Oh yeah, my download speed's great. We're talking 400 megabytes per second. My upload head. Yeah, me too. I had 3 really important emails I had to send and I couldn't do it. It was BS. First off, chat, welcome to the stream, friendo. Yeah, I've got a 20 megabyte per second upload. There's nothing wrong on my end. I don't know what's happening. Brayden, I would rather you keep your Phantom points than me not be able to donate, and I've only donated like 500 times this year, so it's totally fine. Just got here? Well, welcome, Chavs, welcome. Alright, friends, we'll tell you what, I'm going to open up some tunes for us to jam out here while we work on some stuff. This might be a temporary thing. I found a bunch of sites I can listen to music for free on, but so far they've all been getting poo-pooed by YouTube, which is fine, because YouTube isn't like my main priority. At the same time, I don't want to poke I don't want to poke that hornet's nest, you know? Hello, hello! Mood, chill. Give this a shot. It's not loading. Okay, it's loaded now. Cool. We're good. We're good. We're Gucci. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... No. Cool. We're gonna go up to Forge here. My files were on Nacht der Untoten. That's what we're doing here. We're rebuilding Nacht der Untoten from Call of Duty. And we're on version 201, which is great. My files, Nacht der Untoten, map details, version history. 201, this was last updated yesterday at almost midnight. I've been busy. So far, the Halo music is way too loud for me to actually hear the radio music, so we'll see if this actually comes through. Oh, it's stuck at 13 seconds anyway. That doesn't help me hear stuff if it doesn't move. Wow. First, Microsoft and Xbox yesterday. Now today, other stuff. Great things are happening. We're going to put on just something totally different. What has a big playlist? You. No, that's 18. That is not long. Time for a new computer. This is a new computer, Chabs. I bought this computer when I was recruited by the FAA. I'm still paying it off. Okay, I can actually hear this music. And it's not stupid, obnoxiously loud. Okay. Everything's fine. Alright, so... we kind of did some work on the second floor a little bit last stream. This whole room that I'm looking at right here is just not playable. I'm going to put blockers in there so that you can't even get in there because it wasn't playable in the past. We built some stuff in here. I actually did some more changes, which you guys haven't seen yet. I did build this wraparound railing, which is a staple. And then I built this other railing, which I don't love, but it does the job. There aren't a lot of options inside of Halo Infinite's railing options, right? Oh no, is it still happening? There's no way that should happen on this face. Oh, that's why, because I never screwed this over. I'm like, there's no way we should be getting stuck. I scooched this player blocker over so that I could actually see what the hell I was doing. Okay, I think everything's fine. Something's not right. I changed the snap yesterday because these railings I was placing couldn't be moved by like 1 foot or half foot measurements. They had to be moved by like an 1/18 of a foot. Another alternative I could have done was I could have just hidden this thing instead of... There. Okay. So now I should no longer be getting stuck on these stairs. Okay, everything's fine. Okay, so if Forge was a painting, and we were trying to make a photo, right? We would start with some very broad strokes. We get the general things in. Landscapes, backgrounds, foregrounds, shapes, silhouettes, things like that. And then after that, we would get on to the fine detail, like more refined shapes, more refined light. We're still in the rough brush stage, so we have completed floor 1, room 1, and room 2. And let me show you that. So we've got floor 1, room 1, room 2. And on floor 2, we've got room 1. We're going to work on floor 2, room 2. But first, let me move these guys to floor 1, room 1. These are railings for the stairway. Yep. There it goes. Cool. So tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and save because we made a little bit of progress already. It goes quick. Alright, this room on the second floor is almost an exact duplicate of the floor underneath it. I don't know if I can grab everything at once. It might be worth a shot though, so I'll tell you what, let's do it. Let's see if we can grab this entire floor's worth of content. Was it locked? I lock room 2? I did not. Okay, I technically just selected all of it. If I can unselect this floor and this floor, if we could duplicate that up, that would be most amazing. I'm pretty sure something like this big might break the game. We're about to find out together. That'd be an adventure. Okay, before I do anything, I'm gonna hit save. We're just gonna hope for the best here. Ready? Shut the front door. It worked. We just saved ourselves like literal hours. Well, again, I'm close to that. Choose our next raid victim. Heck yeah, Brayden. Heck yeah. I'm glad to see you're getting use of our phantom points. What's great is, like, let's say some of the stuff doesn't line up perfectly, right? Like, let's say one of these things rotated really goofy in the duplication process. I could just delete that one particular section that broke and go from there. You need 200 more? That's very close, Brayden. That's very close. Okay. Is the person you want to raid streaming tonight? Well, that's a $1 million question, isn't it, Chabs? I guess if you want to raid yourself, you just have to make sure that you're streaming. Playing some Christmas zombies? Today I learned that Christmas zombies exist. Okay, so I can take all of these things we just duplicated and move them to a new subfolder. I can call this Floor 2, Room 2. Rename. Floor 2, Room 2. Okay. Shoot. Well, that's a $1 million question, isn't it, chaps? Who do they want to raid? IDK. Well, there it is. Why does this look there's like two pillars intersecting here? This requires investigation. Oh no, I knew who you meant, Chebs. You weren't talking to me, you were asking Brayden. I'm gonna just quit Forge right now because something happened in terms of the folder structure, and I can't fix that easy, so I'm just gonna quit and exit without saving. You want to raid True Tomfoolery? Well, if True Tomfoolery is still on when we're on, we will absolutely raid them. True Tomfoolery is great. Okay, so play. My files. Map details. Version history. That's today, and that was about 5 minutes ago. So, good. This is good. Oh! Sorry. Brayden, I thought who Chabs typed is who... Chab just cut you off. Chab just used their phantom points before you could spend yours. Oh, man. That's funny. That is funny. Gotta be faster than that. Gotta be faster than that. Alright. Good news is we didn't lose anything. There you go. That's the spirit, Chad. That's the spirit. Yes. Okay, so let me open these folders again. Select all of them. There we go. So wrong room. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Girl, what are you getting me for my birthday? Ooh, good question. When is your birthday? Am I out of bounds? Okay, I'm gonna have some duplicates here, but it's fine. We're gonna make it work. I'm gonna try to do my best to just pull everything straight up, and then hopefully that works out for us. How about a bunch of Phantom Points? I wish I could give people Phantom Points. That could be cool. To be fair, considering I do 24-hour or 25-hour and 12-hour and 6-hour broadcasts sometimes, technically, people got their chance to get some Phantom Points. Yes. Okay, so this is exactly where I want it in terms of the X and Y position, just that the Z is not right. And that's okay because there were some things that we didn't want included. Like these guys. Oh, I lied. It doesn't matter if those are there. I just broke it again. So I hit Control Z and then look at what happens. Like, everything breaks. So we're gonna close out Forge again. You're close to the Fortnite stream? Chabs, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Chabs. Mental note. I'm gonna text myself right now. I have to get rid of that HelloFresh timer because today's the last day that I'm sponsored by them and I don't need that up there anymore. Delete. HelloFresh Streamlabs timer. Done. I'll get back to it when I read my emails. Braden, what's funny is actually someone is recreating Nacht der Untoten in Fortnite right now. Let's see if I can find this link for you real quick. Like, literally, right now, someone is recreating Nacht der Untoten in Fortnite. Like, this didn't happen like a week ago, this happened a month ago. It's literally happening right now. Rude Boy Mitch, what is up, friendo? Let me give you a little bit of a wave, dude. How are you? Happy Werewolf Wednesday. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I had the link. Give me a second. I can find it. Here we go. There it is. Love the shirt. Thank you very much, Ruboy Mitch. I'm glad that you like Dragon Ball Z too, because Dragon Ball Z is my jam. I actually convinced my girlfriend, bless her heart, to watch Dragon Ball Z Kai with me. We take turns picking what show we'll watch together. And she sat through it. She didn't hate it, so it's what we call a win-win in the industry. Okay. Mr. Gory, what's up, friendo? So there's going to be a little bit of overlap, like this guy right here. This guy can go away. You have a very important question? Fire away, Braden. Fire away. This one can go away. You need to be honest. I am all ears, Braden. Do you know Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? You mean the one who lives on Drury Lane? Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! She's married to the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. My lord, we found it! Well then what are you waiting for? Bring it in! Okay, anything else that's going to collide with itself when we bring it down? This whole pillar... Oh, there isn't one there. This whole wall... No, that's good. I think we are good. He's going to go through this whole movie. Don't tempt me, Braden. Shrek is life. Shrek is love. Of Shrek, it's one of my top 3 favorites. Honestly, it's good. Even the sequels are good, which you can't say about a lot of things. This is floor 2, room 2. Is it gonna play nice? It's playing nice. We are good, friends. I gave someone a message, but I'm gonna binge Wednesday on Saturday. Sorry, that was really confusing. You're gonna binge watch the Wednesday Addams Family show on Saturday. I'm like, you're gonna binge one day and another day? Phrasing. Yeah, Wednesday the show. Yeah. That context is key. Yeah, just this message by itself, I'm like, what are you saying? What are you using with your words right now? Ich habe keine Idee, was du sagst. Biegen Sie links, gleich um die Ecke. Mach schnell. And it was kind of confusing. I just say Wednesday Addams. Wednesday Addams would have been infinitely more context than just Wednesday. Being chillin'. That's funny. No, like I figured it out, but for a second I was like, what? What? I don't know what you're saying with your words right now. Well, good news, you guys. We had to hand place all of this stuff. We might be able to just do this lickety-split here. John Cena loves ice cream. Bing chillin'. Did you say...
And his name is John Cena!
Okay. Let's try to get this into position because this isn't made of a bunch of prefabs, which means it's a million little pieces. And if I need to make adjustments, that's going to be a real pain in the dupa. I don't know what video you're referring to. So I'm pretty sure we're exactly where we want to be, but we're half of a block too high. We're going to be at 250. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save. You were dying laughing in the schoolhouse today? What happened? Watching a YouTuber called Diamond Bolt, and he was reviewing really funny commercials in a Discord call. He's British. That checks out. I can imagine that. Okay, so we have the second floor started over here in room 2. However, there are things that aren't going to quite match up. Like, I'm sure there's probably not a hole here and here. And this wall might need to be enclosed here. Let me open up our good reference. So confirmed. We have a one open up top, and the rest is relatively closed until it gets broken. So we're gonna make that happen. Oh, well, we already do have a one open up top. Brilliant. Okay. Well, I'm sure it has a little cross beam and maybe even a bottom beam. Does it have a bottom beam? It does not. We won't put it. We'll give it a cross beam though on the top. We won at 55. We won at 55. We're making progress. Save. This wall is definitely closed from the reference that we just looked at. I'm going to go ahead and be like, hey, you. Shut. Oh, it wasn't perfect. It's at 94.99. We wanted it probably 95. Either way, the fact that I have to move it like on 3 different axes and it was 0.1 away, I'm happy with. Good job, Halo Infinite. You weren't terrible for once. Okay, let me do another lap before I deal with this end here, because I know this end is all destroyed, and I don't want to mess with that right now. Have you seen the Raphael ad where he's in the shower and he's covered in a towel, but then the camera pulls away from the towel and it shows pickles? First off, I don't know who Raphael is, and second off, I don't have cable, so I don't ever see commercials. Let's do a quick... Oh, Raphael from the Ninja Turtles? Wow. That's disgusting. But no, I haven't. I'm assuming this isn't a real commercial. It's just an internet ad. Or like something someone spliced together themselves. Okay, so this wall's closed. We're going to close the wall here ourselves. Ooh! I do still need to build like this little tunnel for the zombies to come through, because in the original Nacht der Untoten, they literally rip out bricks from the wall. Most of them, they're ripping out boards from windows, but this particular wall, they're ripping out like bricks. And it, like when you heal that wall or that window, it's sealed up perfectly and you can't even tell. So I do have to do that still, but we'll get there. It's banned now, but it's a real thing in Japan, I think. Nothing sells pickles quite like turtle pee-pee. It would be Japanese. They would let some crazy stuff go, though. I mean, that checks out. They do. I mean, they bring over like huge U.S. celebrities like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they do some stuff that is just memorable to say the least. It's loud and energetic and over the top. Not that can't be said about every American ever. Like most foreign countries, just like, oh, it's an American. Like, you can tell which one of them in the room is the American because they're the one talking the loudest. Stereotypes exist for a reason, folks. Americans are loud and ignorant. A little bit of both. Quite the combination if you think about it. Like, imagine being educated and loud. They say the wise man speaks because he has something to say. The fool speaks because he has nothing to say. Insane. See, he knows what to talk about. Chabs has been around. I'm sure he's seen a little bit of everything. I can't say Arnold's last name without feeling like I'm saying something bad. His name is a tongue twister for sure. Okay, so I'm 99% sure all of these walls are enclosed. I lied. We got one right here, and it's kind of opposite the other one. I feel like every time I try to break uncomfortable silences, I always say the wrong thing. It's so funny you said that, chaps, because like I was like just out and about with my girlfriend and some friends on, was it Friday or Saturday? It was Friday because we were off for Thanksgiving. We were grabbing some tacos, and like it was a friend from out of state. I haven't seen him since he got married. And like I don't remember what I said, but I said it jokingly. It was a joke, and everyone died. And I was like, how do I keep this going? Like, it feels good when like you say something awesome. You're like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Exactly, Lone Wolf. Exactly. Welcome to the stream, friendo. But like, it's not every day that you could say something that like, you know, busts someone's gut. So like when it happens, you're like, hot crowd. Like, how did I do this, and how do I keep it going? So yeah, when things are not good, the opposite, you're like, cool. So how do I get both feet in my mouth, or how do I get my foot out of my mouth? Okay, so we have this wall that's busted up. We want to bust up this wall, so I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, I know that we're gonna at least keep half of that wall. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Is I'm going to take this, I'm gonna shrink it in half. Let's start with a 10. 10 seems like a fair number. Okay. This is looking good. Alright, let's confirm. These guys don't have any goofy stuff on them. Good. So we've done the brush strokes more or less. I kind of want to add this tunnel down here. Please move conversations away from this topic. I'm confused, Coax. Oh, I just saw the pronoun comment. Yeah, let's avoid that. Thank you. I thought we were still talking about the walls. Yep. So how's everyone days today? The weather, huh? Crazy. You're okay. It's windy as heck today. I lost power for, I think it was all like 30 minutes. It was one of those things where like the power went out. I'm like, maybe this is just like temporary. So I went downstairs and like turned off the breakers and turned them back on. Nothing. And then sure enough, I looked at the window and my entire like block was out. I tried checking a website to see what like the down area was around me. There was nothing. There was nothing. So I was like, cool, well, I guess I'm gonna work out, and then hopefully everything works out. No pun intended with the workout there. But yeah, it was back up in like 30 minutes, so I didn't miss a beat. It all turned out Millhouse. My power was off for like 5 hours. See, like, Chabs, depending where you live, that's not cool, right? Because if you got food in the fridge or, you know, pipes that you don't want to freeze, that could happen very fast. And like, obviously, refrigerators and freezers, those are insulated units. And as long as you don't open the doors and let all like the hot air in, that food should stay good for a couple hours. But if you're without any heat or cooling for much longer, like, things start to get stupid fast. You did a bad thing, 27 with 35 miles an hour per winds. You're saying you were driving 27? Are you saying that's just what the temperature was? I'm confused, Brayden. Yep, I live in the middle of nowhere. We have a generator to keep the heater on. Shep, it's so funny you say that because I just saw a YouTube video this week where someone literally bypassed their furnace with a car battery, right? So like, let's say like a transformer blows in your neighborhood, and like, you guys, we're not gonna be up for like a week. You take a car battery, which are chargeable, off like in your garage with like a trickle charger. It's swappable if you have 2 or 3. And you have to add not a converter. There's an electrical term for something that kind of like reduces the flow. Not a capacitor. Either way. Did you say transformer blows, or am I hearing things? Now, I'm not. My transformer didn't blow, but I heard one blow on Thanksgiving. Actually, we're out on a walk on our way to a playground, and like everyone's power flickered, and in the distance I just heard like a boom. It's like a shotgun blast, like, and it happened after the electricity went out. So it's like that's how long it took for like the sound to reach us. An alternator, maybe, Chabs. Either way, don't try hooking a car battery up to your furnace without, like, you know, doing some homework first. Yeah, so sure enough, so like if I watched a video where like the guy's like, listen, man, like if you're snowed in your house and like you're on your own, you could go to your garage, pull out your car that you're not driving anywhere, and do this, and you'll have a fully functioning furnace system. But that does create other issues, because if you have like a gas house that's pumping out gas and like your electricity's out and like the igniter's not going, you be filling your house with like CO2 or carbon monoxide, and that's literally a tasteless and odorless gas, very deadly. So yeah, it was one of those like videos. I'm like, this is interesting. I'm never gonna do that. Like, I would rather cuddle up in the studio with all my insulated panels and a bunch of blankets and candles and just like wait it out than potentially blow myself up or, you know, kill everyone within breathable range of me. Which Transformer was it? Optimus Prime?
My name is Optimus Prime. Autobots, roll out.
Alright, so we want to, before we go and do this little bit where we got to kind of break this apart, I think it'd be really easy to add this kind of tunnel. So I'm going to do that real quick. I at least already have the hole for it, but we can make this better. I was just about to type that.
Autobots, roll out.
Hold on, I need to find... I need to find an Optimus Prime script. An Optimus Prime speech over script. Hold on. Maybe this music will make it more epic. Let's see here.
My name?
Hold on. I did the my name thing too soon.
I have witnessed their capacity for courage. And though we are worlds apart, like us, more to them than meets the eye, I am Optimus Prime. And I send this message to any surviving Autobots, taking refuge among the stars. We are here, and we are waiting. Autobots, roll out.
Got my 1.3k points. Nice rings, Gory. Thank you, thank you. All right, so yeah, we're gonna come to this floor. Or do we want to break this apart? I think we can do this easier. So I'm gonna save, and we'll open up our folders. Let's close this. Everything's good. You should show them close up. Here. Got some dragons and some skulls. It's all mostly part of my Halloween costume. But I'm like, these are awesome. I want to keep them. Okay, so we don't want to work in room 2 anymore. We don't want to work, floor 2, room 2. We want to work on floor 1, room 2. So we're going to go ahead and hide everything we're not working on. That makes sense, right? I'm jealous of the one on your pointing finger with the devil horns. Yeah, that thing's awesome. That thing's awesome. I'm gonna set this as the working file. No, not templates. No. Floor 1, room 2. Set as working. Awesome. So this basically just seems like tunnels we can add, and when you're playing Call of Duty, it looks like tunnels. Like, you can't see where it leads. It's just sort of like a dead end. And considering like the second floor is almost just earth, it's definitely going to be underground, and like this is just earth too. So we don't have to build it much further than this because you're never going to get in there except for when you spawn as a zombie, assuming we have the zombies spawn. There's a little door back there and some sandbags. Easter egg. Alright. So the first thing that comes to my mind are just simple vents. So I think vents could work really well here. Just to save us a lot of time. So let me open up the browser. Vents? No. Accents, no. Primitives, props, structures. Vents. No. Accents. Ducks. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. So it's a straight one. And then like eventually up to 90. It sucks like can't play Black Ops 3 and Zombies with anyone because of stupid hackers. What do you mean, Braden? I feel like there's got to be a multiplayer aspect of that because I know I've seen people play together on YouTube. There's hackers that can get your account and remotely crash your game and kick you from your match. I mean, even if they couldn't do that, there's nothing to say that wasn't going to happen anyway. Which means it's easy to point fingers like, oh, my game crashed, it must have been hackers. Like, nay. Xbox, Microsoft, Halo, stuff on PC, every platform crashes all the time. It'd be easy to point the finger. So I'm not I couldn't be sure that's what happened if it happened in Black Ops. Unless, like, they could somehow send messages to confirm it. I wouldn't get too crazy. Alright, well, first things first, let's start with just a straight section. Looking for 90 degrees. Got it. You aren't just kicked from a match or for no reason. I mean, I have had Black Ops crash on me enough times where it was no reason. I couldn't even get their chat system to work for a while. Like, it's Black Ops has some issues. Even yesterday, Chavs, you had mentioned Black Ops, and Chav was like, Black Ops still works because it hasn't had the best track record. I'm not saying that's not possible, Braden. I'm not saying that hackers couldn't do those things. I'm just saying, how do you know? Okay, so it's these tunnels go from the floor to about head high, and they're a little bit more narrow, which is cool. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, Bryn, yesterday my Xbox didn't just kick me out of the game, kick me out of the MCC, but it kicked me to the point where my Xbox just rebooted 3 times yesterday. I don't think that was hackers. I think that's just Microsoft. Since Mr. Truth and Theory isn't streaming, can I use my Phantom points? Well, I can check to see if True Tim Foolery is streaming when I conclude my broadcast, but it's too soon to tell. So let me adjust the scale here. Is 10, do we think 10's high enough? That was a bad time. All I wanted to do was play some Halo yesterday. Jabs, I know exactly what you mean, man. And like, it wasn't like we were doing dumb things. It just wasn't working. And I shared a picture to both the Facebook chat we have and the Discord chat we have. And it was a bad time yesterday to be someone who uses a Microsoft service. Guess I need to bring this down. I don't know if this vent is walkable yet. Hold on. Let's have fun. Let's make it 12 feet tall. Okay, that is walkable. It's a little high because there's like that little lip, but it doesn't totally matter because zombies will be walking through it. Your favorite story game? Ooh. I mean, Halo Combat Evolved story is pretty sweet. Like, it starts as just simple conflict, like, aliens bad, humans good. And then it's like, by the way, there's something worse. And you're like, oh. Subnautica's story is amazing. Because it, again, starts simple, like, me deserted, me survive. By the way, it gets worse. There is something else you don't know yet, you know, like, and I was like, wasn't ready for Subnautica. Little Nightmares is really good, but the story is non-verbal. It's all just in your head. It takes some dark and twisted turns. Deathloop, God of War, and Ghost of Toothsmithia. How does one pronounce Toothsmithia? Deathloop, God of War, and Tusmasa? Count Deathloop is so good. It's in your head, zombie. Good song. Zombie, hey, what's in your head? Chavs, please tell me you've heard the Bad Wolves cover of that song. Okay, we do in fact have a walkable tunnel for Zambonis. What's the base look like? Is there... I'm gonna leave the little baseboard section there because it's already there. The other question is, can I make this look like stone? Because if it's gonna look like a metal vent, then I don't want it. So that's the next question. Lone Wolf, hold on. Or Chavs, hold on. Bad Wolves, zombie. Chavs, this is like they were gonna do a song with the lead singer from the Cranberries. Not the Cranberries. It is the Cranberries, yeah. It only has 472 million views, Chabs. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer. Oh, you're singing Flood in Reverse. I'm a popular monster. Okay, so this works. So let's see if we can get a different texture on it. Object properties. I should probably select an object. Okay, we don't want metal scratched. Let's see if we can get it to match the rest of the other context. We did. You want to see concrete cracked? Deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I just bought tickets to go see Skillet, Braden. Skillet, Theory of a Dead Man, and Saint Estonia are on tour together. I just bought tickets to go see them. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath my skin. I must admit that I feel like a monster. Where is UNSC cracked concrete, or concrete cracked? Okay, so this is a limited selection of stuff. Let's do pipes, light gray, generic metal. It's at least trim concrete. We'll take it. What's up, nerds? What's up, Bash Sticks? Welcome to the stream, friendo. Bash, how excited are you for game day this weekend? I gotta give Bash a shout out, you guys. Bash Sticks is a fellow extra lifer, and they're doing... Nope, not working. They're doing their charity gaming marathon this weekend here. So definitely deserves some love. Boom, awesome. I'm in Twitch chat and I'm singing, building Halo maps and I'm singing. Was that a Buddy the Elf reference? I'm in New York and I'm meeting my dad and I'm singing. Super amped, glad to hear it, Bash. Glad to hear it, buddy. Friday, ooh. You must have off Friday if you're starting at 9 in the morning. Negative, Braden. Game day was officially November 5th. However, one of the great things about Extra Life is you can choose to do your own game day whenever you see fit. So let's say on November 5th, like, you guys, I got family in town, or like, hey, I'm out of town. Hey, I'm out of the country. Like, I'm on vacation. Or you got to work, right? You'd be like, okay, well, if this is game day, I'm going to do it whenever after. Or you'd be like, oh, if this is game day, I'm going to do it whenever before. You can do it whenever you want. I've had a 6-hour charity stream, which I did in Minecraft, for raising $6,000. And I did a 12-hour stream for raising... Reverse that. I did a 6-hour stream for raising $3,000, and I did a 12-hour stream for raising $6,000. So yeah, there are no strict rules. A lot of people split the 24 hours into 2 sets of 12. The idea, as long as you're out there spreading the word, raising funds for kids in need, you're doing the work. You're running laps around people who are gaming and then didn't sign up for this free thing, which kind of sounds really selfish, because it is. Got some PTO to burn. I'm in the same position, Bash. I had to take Monday off. And I'm like, cool, like, I'll put in a request in at work. And when I was putting my request in, I'm like, I have 80 hours to burn. And there's like 4 weeks left in this month. I'm like, oh. So yeah, half of the next month, I'm just gonna be like, see you guys later. See you next year. Grim, trying to get back into Apex. Godspeed, Braden. Apex has never interested me, and I don't think it ever will. But good luck with that. Good luck with that. Metal duct. I don't want metal duct. I want more rough iron. You wanna see concrete cracked? Concrete cracked. Do we have concrete cracked? Dark. Not seeing it. That's fine. We're gonna give it this color here. Got it. I mean, it doesn't look like a tunnel, but maybe if I add some debris and stuff, it will look okay. And honestly, it doesn't need to be perfect as long as the play is fun. Gory 24-hour nails on a chalkboard or 24 hours of metal objects falling over and over again. I mean, nails on a chalkboard sounds pretty miserable. But I suppose 24 hours of anything jarring could be a lot too. Metal might sound like the way to go. Yes. Alright, gang. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and save. We've made some good progress here. Yes, so they passed away, like right before they're supposed to film that video or that collab with the group Bad Wolves. No one lives forever, which is one of those things, man. Oh no! Oh no! Wow. Well, do you know what? Hold on, everyone. I'm gonna run a break, and if you want to, please feel free to go ahead and give this song another listen, out of respect for the lead singer of the Cranberries. But we have been streaming for a full hour, and we are gonna go ahead and run a quick miracle story. Talk to you more about Extra Life here. Don't go nowhere. We have a great rest of the stream for you. Oh yeah, and by the way, we have a giveaway that's happening here today too. Stick around. We'll be right back.
I'm Robert G. Maddox IV, and Little Boo, as we call him, is Robert G. Maddox V. Today we're here at Children's National in Washington, D.C. He's representing Louisiana for the Children's Miracle Network. We got up this morning at 5 o'clock to meet the ride here at 6. It's pretty much the same thing we have to do at home 3 days a week, and it just becomes a way of life. He contracted swine flu on November the 12th of '09. We were admitted into Children's Hospital of New Orleans. He was 5 when he contracted the illness, about a week before his birthday. He got out of the hospital the first time after 501 days. Since the swine flu is what he had, we had multi-organ failure, which led him to, main thing, kidney failure. So we have to take dialysis 3 days a week. He has something in his arm where they took a vein and connected it to an artery. It's called a fistula. And so he goes in and they plug 2 needles into his arm. One will take the blood out, one will put the blood in. They take the blood out, they clean it, remove the fluid, and put it back in. And that's what keeps him alive. We'll be 3 years doing this on November the 22nd. He is a very loving boy, very smart, courageous. He goes into surgery with a smile. I'm going to say he's probably had 50 to 75 surgical procedures. With Robert on dialysis, you're really limited of where you can go and what you can do. And just everybody that can give dialysis to a child. It's a very complicated balancing act. For us to be able to make this trip to Washington, D.C., and allow him to enjoy the things and see the things that he's seen, and then be able to leave from here and head to Orlando, and have the availability of a children's hospital that can coordinate with the hospital that we've been at and exchange records easily and do this for my child. What a privilege to be able to be here, and we can't thank Children's Miracle Network and Children's Hospitals enough, Children's National, for doing what they've done for us. Yesterday he told his mother it was the best day of his life.
Alright gang, what you just saw was a miracle story, or just a really good example of how the funds raised here, playing games with Extra Life, make the world a difference for kids in need in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. What's kind of crazy about the whole situation is that 1 in 10 kids in North America alone, meaning like you and 9 of your other friends, 1 of them will be treated in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And even more crazy than that is that I was one of those kids. So if you are a gamer or a game enthusiast, I cannot recommend enough looking into Extra Life. You can play games for an entire day and it helps raise funds for kids in need in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, like that champion you just saw in that story. Speaking of Extra Lifers, our friend Bashtix used their Phantom points to make me do 25 push-ups. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Let me take the cans off, just the camera. We'll knock these out and we'll get right back into doing what we're doing here in Halo Infinite, building some maps in Forge. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. One more for the kids. Wow. Alright, Bash, thank you so much for those Phantom points, buddy. We'll slap the cans back on. It's a little bit of a bad aim there. I'm gonna mark those Phantom points as complete. We'll get my head out of the way. We'll go right back into the gameplay. Right, so we are working on this tunnel. It's definitely taller than it is wide, and it's definitely like dead center in this wall. Whew. So I'm okay with where it's located here. We can always adjust its position and scale later. So how long is it? That's a good question too. There it is. It's pretty long. Let's take this. Scale you out. $15 seems like a good number. It seems like it's a little wide, you know what I'm saying? 70 probably is the middle of 60 and 80. Dead center. Ooh. We could give it its own unique floor, like it's been dug out. So yeah, having it like down isn't such a bad deal. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. All right. And then we want a 90-degree turn. This could be very simple if we keep it simple. 90-degree corner.
From a place of hardship to a place of ease comes a place of flourish. In return, it's for a reason.
Keep it simple, silly. Keep it simple, stupid. Yes, that is a method or phraseology that I try to live with, or live by, actually. Because the more I've been working on this, the more I'm overthinking it. And what's funny is things were just kind of arbitrarily placed before on my very first rendition of this map, and I've tried remaking it 4 times now. So literally, this pillar right here, its coordinates are 0, 0, and then 5.5. But it's as close to 0, 0, 0 as possible, whereas 0 is somewhere vertically in the sky. But if I started here, it meant everywhere I moved in the red direction is a positive. And everywhere I moved in the green direction is a positive. Do you see like the Y value going up? So I knew if I built it this way, I would be able to be like, oh, they're in units of 10. I would be like, okay, so what's negative 90 plus 60? I'm like, that's negative 30. Like, no, it's all positive, all whole numbers. I've got it on evens, 5s, 10s, and 20s. Kiss. Chef kiss. Nope, didn't mean to scale it that way. I will try not to say that word. Oh, hold on, it's easier to see if I do this scene. I'll try to say this word, Brayden. Hey, Bigsby. Hey, Bigsby. Set a timer for 140 seconds.
Start your timer for 140 seconds.
I'm gonna try not to say that word for 104 seconds. Hey, Gory, what is 9 plus 10? 19. So this is this guy, this vent. Is at green 70. You're green 70. Okay, let's try skilling up again. Hey, Gory, have you ever heard of that famous rapper, Blankety Blank Savage? Famous? I have not heard of the rapper Blankety Blank Savage Famous. I sure am. Hey, in terms of skill, this is 12 high, this is 12 high. I like this is 11.12 high. Hold on. I hate it when Forge does this. It'll do this thing where it just adds decimals to things, and it's really annoying. Because things won't quite line up. Hey, Gory, what is the legal drinking age? It depends where you are. If you are in the UK and some parts of Germany, I think the legal drinking age is birth. But if you're here in the US, generally speaking, the legal drinking age is 21. Dang it. So this is at, put it 510. You're at 510. Okay. So it says this is 12 high and this one's 15 high. I don't believe that. It is way too dark in here to see. We can fix this. We have the technology. Accents? Would an accent be a light? No. Lights. They're in their own category. Let's just do a generic light object. Probe? How do I turn it on? I've never made a light in this game. Hold on. GG Gore, I'll get you next time. Next time, Gadget. Can you accent lights? You can add like global and like geometric lights. Here, let me just do a light. You can change the color of them. You can like make them strobe. You can do some very cool things with the lights. I need to get precision mode. I'm zipping around like a crackhead here. Why the F is it rotating at like 1,000 degrees per second? Rotation, pivot, 1 degree. Yeah, it should be going very slow. Whatever. This song is literally called Bring Me the Light. Do you guys hear it in the background? What is happening? Okay. So it's not lining up quite perfectly. Let me bring it up. So this is what's really confusing me. It's because their pivot points are different. So I'm looking at the Z value, which is the height, right? It's the blue arrow. This one says it's at 510, which I totally believe. This one says at 510. Okay. If I bring this one up, it's at 511 now. It's too high. So let's keep it at 510. The alignment's almost perfect up top, but down low it's almost like a foot off. This is like the stuff that like drives me crazy. Listen, guys, it's not hard. Just make things even. My last one was, what year was it last year? Oh, like 2021? Oh, like you had that in your back pocket? I understand, Braden. Do you not know the 9 plus 10 video? I don't. You asked what 9 plus 10 was, so I said 19. I mean, they're not perfect. It's walkable. They're not even lined up on the left and right axis. This is way bigger than this side. That's one thing that it's not Forge's fault, right? So because this is an even square, they're like, oh, we'll have our rotation point right here at the end. So we're like, when we scale out, it's right in the same spot. But this guy's a curve, its rotation point is like in the middle. So scaling gets stupid. Like, that's not an even scale. I'm gonna leave Forge because I scaled that and it broke. It just turned stuff at a 45-degree angle. That was the biggest meme one point? I don't remember it, Braden. I'm sure you're probably right. I don't remember it. So you asked what my opinion of Crocs are? I had a pair when I was in college, and I had, like, you know, to share a communal restroom and showers with everyone in the dorm. So you'd like go in there with like your swimsuit, your caddy, and your towel and your Crocs. That way, like, you didn't get warts or whatever. They're fine. Since then, I've had no interest in Crocs. I got buddies that swear by them, and like they're still like the biggest, burliest, manliest men you'll ever meet. So if they're good enough for them, they're good enough for anybody, I think. I saw that in Discord, Braden. Considering that you're adding mods, that doesn't surprise me. You're messing with the noodle soup. You're messing with the recipe. I'm sure things are gonna break. Don't drop the soap, something along those lines. It's not mine, it's a shader. Alright, well, Braden, you are modifying the original game outside of its original operating parameters, so things aren't gonna work 100% like you would think they would. I would not lose sleep over it. That's to be expected, honestly. So some of the walls didn't save, like, I know I copied these ones up. It's not a big deal because it'll take 2 seconds to fix that, but that's weird that those didn't save. Yeah, this floor is missing too. Hold on, maybe they're just hidden. Okay, so this happened to my buddy Coax. Yeah, when you load up, it's like, oh, I forgot everything. Nay, it remembered everything. It just starts off hidden, which is really disorienting. So nothing that I had copied is missing. It's just they didn't want to show it. That was something else. I'm gonna save right now before I do anything else. You be surprised when people use shaders? I wouldn't be, because I'm on 3 different Minecraft subreddits. Minecraft 360, Minecraft for the Xbox One, or just Minecraft, and there's Minecraft Inventions where people do like hardcore scripts with like the coding blocks, and it makes pretty hardcore stuff, and I've seen it all. But either way, you're modifying the game outside of its original operating parameters. I'm not surprised that stuff breaks. Well, I need to re-add that light. So we're on floor 1, room 2. Set as working file. And we're gonna hide everything we're not working with. We're gonna re-add that light. Light. It was because my drivers were outdated and I had to update them. That's fair. Well, hopefully it's an easy fix. I know sometimes, like, updating drivers, it's like, oh, let me just, like, search the web and you've got it. Bing, bang, boom, done. But other times, like, nay, you have to go to the original equipment manufacturer's website, download their third-party software, and then go crazy from there. It's working now. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. See, these seams look like they match up. Okay, so you're gonna move for me, right? This corner drives me crazy. I was fighting with this with the stairs too. Like, unless I switch like an eighth placement rotation or snap, I could do that, I suppose. It's just why? Like, just why? Can you manually enter the position? I can, Chabs. So, what's really dumb is, gosh, honestly, Chabs, as someone who literally does 3D design for a living, this designer is so broken. Like, you see me quit out of Forge twice tonight. So, like, watch the... I'm going to exclusively scale on the x-axis, which is the red. Watch the values of that number. Right now it's at 12.5. Ready? Okay, it's not doing it. But, like, sometimes if you go smaller than a certain value, it just stops tracking it. Okay, so that goes all the way down to 1. That's fine. Well, it's not doing it now, of course. Of course. But, like, they don't let you choose where things pivot from. I'm hitting undo. Okay. So, tell you what, this thing is lower than I'd like it to be. The ceiling matches up a little bit. So let me try moving it up from... Even though this one is at vertical position, 510, and this one's also at 510, if I move it up to 510.5, a half-foot difference, it's too much, right? So like, you have to like split these things down to like, it's already half of a foot. I can split down to like an 18th or an eighth of a foot, like, stupid. And I don't want to get that anal retentive for something that's outside the map, you know? I saw a South Park clip of Cartman and Kyle fighting, and it's literally me and one of my best friends, and it's the one pic I sent you. I totally believe that, Braden. I totally believe that. There's that one, not David Letterman, not Larry, I can't remember his name, but it's like, forget you, I'll see you tomorrow. So for most of this stuff, I think we can make movements that are on the half foot parameter. Did I never place that light? Hold on. You. Get in this tunnel. Up. Hold on. Pumpkin Jack wants us to exercise our wrists. Fist open, palm open, tape flip claw. Half fist, fist. Fist open, palm open, tabletop claw, half fist, fist. There we go. So here's another one, Chabs. So along the green axis, the Y value, this tube is set to 70, or this light is set to 70. And this tube is set to 70. This one's set to 70. But because of where they put the axis on it, this is misaligned, and this is a little misaligned too. So it's like they don't have a uniform scaling option or positioning system, and it breaks stuff. If everything was square and boring and flat, great. Not everything's square and boring and flat. I want to get HBO Max again. I want to rewatch South Park. They used to have South Park Online for free, but then they got got rid of it, which is a shame. So I go into the world setting, go to movement, change it from a half-foot snap to an 1/8 of a foot snap. I can get stupid with these specifics. So I want to raise it even more. I said unzine and it just jumped to somewhere it was never been. So the undo button was like, oh, were you over here before? No, I was never over there. I was never this deep into this tunnel with this tube. Save. So like, I'm hitting save like every time I make a move, and that's why just this version 4, has over 200 save files on it. You had to watch HBO for House of Dragons, which wasn't very good. Honestly, the moment they're like, oh, it's a prequel, I'm like, nope. I never even watched Game of Thrones, but they're like, oh, it's a Game of Thrones prequel. I'm like, cool, so that's a hard no from me, thank you. There are very few sequels that are better than the original, or prequels even. Or even as good as, not even better than, just as good as, and it's. No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so this is too high. But now I can see it's not tall enough, right? So I lined the bottom up, so now I need to scale it up. Still not quite right. Can I scale up a little more? Okay, so now there's a lip on the bottom. So I scale up a little more. Okay, so now it's too big of a lip on all accords. I like medieval, I like fantasy, like dragons, magic. Game of Thrones seemed really cool, but it's also like a lot of politics. And from what I heard, is it just led up and built up and built up and built up, and then just was a huge letdown. Was your school like that, Gory? What? Was my school like Game of Thrones? Oh, sorry. You're asking a question about your previous message. You said, I love in South Park every time someone asks me if people swear at my school, we're just a bunch of South Park characters. No. I'm trying to think of what I would relate my school to. That's a tough one, Braden. Nothing's really coming to mind, dude. I couldn't tell you, honestly. My school was definitely not like South Park. So what? I'm gonna scale. Wow, it's just doing whatever it wants now. That's looking better. It's not perfect, but that's about as good as we're gonna get. So let me change the materials on that. Let me save before I do anything. 100% is especially that friends group. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that you could find something you guys can relate to together. So we're changing these all to concrete. UNSC, concrete cracked, and we're changing like this nice like light gray. Okay, that definitely looks like a smooth, round tunnel. I find it funny watching kids swear, and yes, I know, technically not kids. I mean, of course, they're 30-year-old dudes in a sound booth, right? Okay. So with a little work, we could make this roughed up and look more like a caved-in tunnel or a carved-out tunnel than a hardcore vent shaft. That's okay. We have the general shape of it, and that's what I'm looking for. So after the 90 degree, we've got another long boy. Of the movie Good Boys? I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar. Is that also a Trey Parker and Matt Stone? Okay, so here's another issue, right? So I scaled this to match the height and width of this tunnel, and now this boy is extra thick. So this one's more like a door frame, and this one's like, I'm a truck loading dock. Perfectly square. That was not my intention. That's not what I wanted. So I can scale it down to be back more to like a door or whatever. It's one of those things like, you sons of guns, you couldn't let me do it. Fun fact, it is played by Trey Parker's daughter, and he gives her permission to swear. I mean, I've seen the videos of the two of them in their in the like recording studio, and he's already holding her while she's talking to the microphone saying bad words, and they'll get like a couple takes to like make sure they got it, but it's cute, very cute. Well, I suppose if no one really notices the overlap from the inside, will be okay. And again, it's just the general vibe. Doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, the fact that that was all squished drives me crazy. I just poured water all over myself. Yeah, the spout on this was not where I thought it was. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are geniuses. No big deal. Got a wet seat. Oh, you're watching South Park when it wasn't allowed? Shame, shame. Shame, shame. Taboo. My cousins, they had like all the DVDs of South Park, and whenever I'd come over to visit, we'd end up just watching, like binge watching before binge watching was a thing. Because once you got on DVD, you could just put in a whole season and just go to town. That was always pretty cool. And we get snacks and just hang out and laugh. And there's a little bit of a law of diminishing returns though with that. And I feel like the same way with like Family Guy. Once you've seen something so many times, it's like, I don't ever want to watch this again, you know? Or like, oh, I just watched this. Okay, so this is a little short. What if we scale up these guys? To 13. Scale them wide to 15? Is that a better match? That's a better match. So 13 by 15. Can I make this guy 13 by 15? It's not showing me the dimensions. Chabs, this is what I'm talking about. So see the values at the bottom? I'm only scaling on the green direction right now, Chabs. It's like 82? 3? 1, 2, 82? I'm only scaling in one direction. I'm not scaling in two directions. I'm not scaling three directions. I'm scaling in one direction. And it doesn't know the values. And so like, okay, well, I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Z. Or Control Z to undo it, right? And I'm sure it's going to break. Ready? Okay. I think it's about to where it was. Nope. I didn't tell it to do that. Control Z. Nope. So I gotta exit Forge now. And I gotta reload sometime previous to 9:51 at night. So like, if you take a box, a perfect cube, let's say it's 10 by 10, right? And you're like, I'm gonna make it 20 by 10 by 10. You can do that. But sometimes it's like, how big am I? And you're like, I don't know. You're supposed to tell me this. You're like, doesn't matter. I'm like, yes it does. And it's like, oh, let's just undo it. Oh, did you want it 300 by 400? I'm like, no, I did not. Did you want it at 90.163 degrees in this axis? No, I did not. No, their editor is still pretty broken. But hey, this is why we save often. So check this out. So I've Nacht der Untoten version 1, 94 saves on that, right? Forge, map, my files. Version 2, 99 saves on that one. Forge, map, my files. Version 3, 255 saves on that one. Forge, map, my files. Version 4, 226 saves. And every time I save this as a new file, it starts off with the save version as 1. So it's not like, oh, it went from 255, like you just kept building. No. I have saved over 700 times between all 4 of these files. Yep. Want to know a not so fun fact that we need to address in the world? You know how everyone says that men shouldn't have mental issues because they're men? I mean, I'm not sure everyone says that, but that is a general stereotype that if there's something wrong, they should man up or suck it up or walk it off. No. Mental health is a huge part of being a happy and healthy person, and just putting a blanketing, generalizing statement over of, yeah, just suck it up. That is not healthy. 80% of suicides are men. I totally believe that. Okay, so I'm going to map details, version history, and this one was saved about 2 minutes ago. So hopefully this is before it all went Kevorkian. But you are right, Braden. No, suicide is preventable, and it's a tragedy. I've lost family members to it. I know you've lost friends to it. It's sad, and that's why I'm not just myself, but like a lot of streamers out there, and even the people at the Children's Miracle Network hospitals are huge advocates for mental health. I mean, there's mental health awareness months, there's suicide prevention months. Like the Children's Miracle Network hospitals also provide mental health care, because what good is a healthy body if you're not mentally healthy too, right? Because, you know, you could have a great heart, great lungs, great kidney, great everything. But if you're a wreck, the stress and worse can absolutely ruin that. I'm gonna butcher this name. Someone just dropped me a follow. It says Mixaner. Oh gosh. See, it shows me who followed, but I don't see the capitalization here. Okay, Sainer. Ino Kersiri. There is no capitalization. Well, thank you for tuning in, friendo. Not even just losing my friends, but dealing with suicidal thoughts on the daily. I get it, Braden, and please don't do that. Zizagor, it's pronounced Senor K Carisi. MK Sonori no Carisi. That actually, brilliant. That's the one thing I hate about Twitch. MK Senor no Carisi. Half the time when people join, it's all lowercase. There's no punctuation. There's no spacing. There's no hyphens. There's no anything. So, like, you can say the same word, depending on the length of it, a ton of different ways, depending on where you put the syllables, right? Like, geez. It's all about emphasis, right? Like Braden 162 could be Braden. Bra, B-R-A, and din. Bra-din. Or, I don't know. Chabs could be ch. Like cha, bzz. Like cha. Oh, cha, dude. Cha. Better than Michael Keaton. Listen, if someone accidentally called me Michael Keaton, I would take it. I would take it. That's a compliment. Michael Keaton was one of the best Batmans. I'm not saying he is the best or was the best, but he was one of the best. Okay, so we just relaunched and we wanted to try scaling this guy up to just kind of fit a little bit better. So, Chabs, hear me out. I'm gonna scale vertically on the blue axis only. Not the green, not the red, but the blue. It says 13 is my value right now. I have the wrong thing selected. We want this one. This one. I think we're inside this tube and it's confusing it. We're confusing Forge. Okay. So now we're in the red. So we're looking to scale the red. It says 12. Ready? I'm scaling it. It's still staying at 12. Now it's at 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. It jumps from 8 to 12. That's not how numbers work, Forge. And we want it to be 13. Why jump from 8 to 12, but not, like, beyond that, 13, 14, 15? I'm going to keep scaling up. When's it going to pop in? I'm still scaling up. I'm still scaling up. I am hundreds of feet tall right now, and it is not updating beyond 12. Why? 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 You're in therapy? Honestly, Braden, there is nothing wrong with it, and I'm glad to hear it, because we could all use a little bit of help. It's literally... I'm hitting Control Z. Ready? Hold on. Let me pause the music. Let me pause the music. Listen to this. I hit Control Z, and it's back. You can see it. You can hear the clicking? The values aren't changing. Why? And this is why we have to exit Forge. This is why we have to exit Forge. No, Braden, getting professional help is always the best move. If you're ever feeling not right. Because the alternative is you had to deal with this stuff by yourself, and that's never the right way to go. Because why would you be in the situation if you already had the tools to win this battle, right? Like, if you feel like this is something you could have handled, you would have done it already. You would have handled it already. You wouldn't have gotten the situation. So, yeah. Getting professional help is like the cheat codes. It's like the strategy guide. It's like the walkthrough. Like, hey, I literally trained to beat this boss and to fight this battle. We are going to do it together, and I'm going to show you how. That's what's pretty great about healthcare providers. They're in your corner. They're in your back pocket. They've got your best interest. They want to take down that bad guy with you. Exactly. Exactly. Can you manually enter numbers, Chabs? Yes, you can. So, for example, if I want to, you can even get down like to the decimal places. So, Chabs, I don't know if you know what Z fighting is, but it's like when two planes are intersecting each other, and like they do that thing where it looks like a techno strobing effect. That's because they're literally occupying the exact same space in 3D real estate. And so, literally to fix it, I literally just scaled it by like, if this was at size 20, I would scale the other one to like 20.01, and it would go, boop, and it would shift it just off enough where they no longer were Z fighting. Insta win shirt. Actually, so MK let me make sure I said this right. MK Sayori no Kasiri. I'm gonna call you MK Sayori for short. We're done forging for the night. We're done. I'm wiping my hands of this weirdness. We are gonna run the giveaway. You might be wondering what we're giving away. Let me show you right now. That is right. We are going to be celebrating the end of November or November here. Celebrate the time we've had here in Halo, the time we're going to be having here, spending in Halo. Celebrate you guys with all your love and support, and just kind of giving this as a thank you. We're going to be giving away a Halo-inspired t-shirt here, absolutely free. You pick the size, you pick the color. It'll get shipped right to your door, no cost. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start that giveaway in just a moment. Let me get this out of the way, and we'll go to the gameplay or the game giveaway scene here. DMCA. Don't say those letters out loud. They're gonna come for me. All right, friends. We're going to start this giveaway in just a second. I have to purchase this first. Let me get this out of the way so you can see my PayPal information. You guys don't need to see that. Okay, purchasing. Okay. Oh, you're fine, Braden. How dare you have thoughts and feelings. That giveaway is officially started, friends. You can enter the giveaway by typing !giveaway. MK Sayori is in. Braden is in. So this is an absolutely free giveaway. Doesn't cost you a thing. You just have to be following. And so far, MK Sayori and Braden, you guys are. Subscribers do get a bonus entry, but you do not need to be subscribed to win. It's just like another chance. And technically, like if you think of like the Mega Millions or the lottery, depending on how many people are in, if there's like 100 million people playing and you have 2 tickets, you still have like a 1% chance. When it's something smaller like this, right now it's a 50% chance between you guys. But yeah, so if someone hopped in who was a subscriber, they have 50% chance and you guys would each have 25. So there is a law of diminishing returns there. Do not feel obligated to subscribe. Like I said, this is absolutely free. Chabs is in. Welcome, welcome. If I win, I'm going to give it to MK Sayori. What a guy, Braden. If I win, I'm going to give it to Braden. So basically, we're just trickling it down. Okay, I see how it's going. Oh, Lord. But yeah, so Chaps, to enter your question, there are snap features. So if I want to, I can move things at a foot at a time. Or I can move it, I can type it and be like 5.5. And instead of going from 5 to 6, it can go halfway. Or I can be like, do you know what? 5.25. Instead of going from 5 to 6, it can go quarter of the way. And I've seen at least 3 decimal spaces inside the editor. I don't ever want to get that specific. Like 1 or 2 decimal places, that's fine. Coax is entered with the double. Oh my goodness. But that subscriber bonus though. What's up, Coax? Welcome, welcome. If I win, I'm going to give it to the gory details. Who's that handsome guy? Not me. Not me. That's somebody else. That's funny. Well, there are 2 minutes left on the giveaway. I'm going to do a quick little... I didn't mean to open all those tabs. I'm going to do a quick little check to see if our friend True Tomfoolery is currently streaming. Because Brayden, technically Chabs, use their Fench points to make me raid them next. So I can't raid someone who's not online. Let me see if they are. I am not seeing them on. I'll refresh my page. I'll refresh my page when it is time for raid. Or when it's time for the raid, but if they're not on, Chabs, I'm just gonna refund you, buddy. How's that brown nose treating you? Doesn't hurt to kiss a little booty sometimes. Makes you feel any better, Coax. When I click that button to close the entries and to pick a winner, I have no input on the impact or the outcome. So flattery will get you nowhere. All right, we got 1:30 left to go, friends. I'm vibing this song. Move it. Is that the value of pi, Chabs? Move it pi value? Yes. Rated to put didn't win equals rigged. MK Siori, have you been here before? Because that is always the joke. That is always the joke. Like, there have been a bunch of giveaways. I've done a giveaway almost every... Actually, I have done a giveaway every month this year. Okay. But we're like the same, like 2 or 3 people were winning them consecutively. Like one guy won them 3 months in a row, and people were like, there's no way. Like one of my first giveaways, my girlfriend won. They're like, this is... Like, people were pissed. And I'm like, you guys, you literally saw me click the button. But of all the people to win each of these giveaways, like, every time, they're like, of all people to win, it was the person who won last time. Or of all people to win, it was Gory's girlfriend. Or, like, it's been too serendipitous. Too serendipitous. Well, Brayden, you didn't use your Fench points for the raid, so I wouldn't worry about that. Chabs used theirs. You always make that joke? So does everybody else. Okay. Friends, it is over. It is over. You can no longer enter the raffle. I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner. Let me go ahead and give a drum roll. Coax117 wins.
Do a barrel roll.
Rigged. Too funny, too funny. I'm gonna go ahead and complete that. Oh, the dude who once said rigged. What a... You rat. You rat. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Coax, you should have just gotten a message from Streamlabs, which will give you a code exclusive to your account. No one but you can redeem that. You can send it to me, your cousin, your stranger, your neighbor. No one can redeem that but you. Alright, gang. That's gonna be it for me. I gotta find someone to raid, and we did just check, but we will check again to see if True Tomfoolery is on. But make good on those Fench port redemptions that Chabs dropped. Okay. They're not on. However, I know someone we can raid together. And we're gonna show them some love. Don't go worry, guys. We're gonna go to the outro screen, and we'll be right back.
The lesson I want you to learn is it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be tall or short, or fat or thin, or ugly, or handsome, like your father. You can be black or yellow or white. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character.
Alright, friends. That's going to be for us for our Werewolf Wednesday broadcast here today. We will be back tomorrow for our Thriller Thursday broadcast. We're coming to you live from more Halo Infinite, trying to make some more progress on our Nacht der Untoten map here in Halo Infinite. But that's going to conclude my broadcast here for this evening. Not just for tonight, though, but also for the month of November. This is also going to conclude our little section of being sponsored by HelloFresh. HelloFresh, thank you so much for sponsoring us. This is pretty fun. We're going to go ahead and drop a raid over on our friend Susie Monster. Chebs, I know you used your Phantom points, but I refunded you or rejected them, however you want to say it. We're going to go ahead and drop a raid on Susie Monster. They are an all-around great friend, great streamer. We've been in each other's Discords for forever. They're currently playing some Just Chatting, but it looks like they got like maybe a party game going. I can't tell. I don't recognize the UI, but definitely worth the look. They do all kinds of makeup and fun stuff. They definitely are much prettier than I am. So be sure to give them some love once you get there. I'm going to go ahead and put some info in the chat right here for us to copy and paste from our chat over into Susie Monster's stream once we get there. But that's going to be it for me, you guys. All you, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you so much. As always, there has never been anyone like you. There is no one like you, and there'll never be anyone like you. Love yourselves. Love each other. I love you. We'll see you all next time. Stay spooky. If you excuse me, I gotta get back in my coffin. You have yourselves a good evening. Good night.